Hey everyone, Jason here. I'm going to be doing an install of the Acerbis VSL LED headlight on a carbureted KTM 300. Roll the intro. Alright, so installing the Acerbis VSL headlight on an older carbureted KTM. This is going to apply specifically to the older carbureted 2-strokes. This is a 2014 300XC. The 300XCW you could also put a headlight on, but you're going to run into the same issues. The newer TPI bikes, the XCWs, I believe this is a plug-and-play headlight. I do not believe that's true for the XCs, however. 4-strokes, who knows? You guys are on your own. 2-strokes roll. All right, for this project, you're going to need a handful of things. First off, you're obviously going to need the headlight, and you're going to need the retaining straps that hold it onto the bike. You're going to need a switch. I picked up a 12-volt switch off of Amazon. You definitely need a AC to DC rectifier available from Baja Designs. You can get it that has the KTM plugs already on it. You have to call them and ask for the part number, as this is not listed on their website. Another thing you're definitely going to need or going to want is a fresh fender to match color-wise and to match the shape of the headlight itself. A set of matching connectors so you can build your own connectors and continue building the wire harness is nice. Some silicone and some dielectric grease. And lastly, you need a beverage to keep you company. I'll put links to everything in the description, and we can get going. First step is breaking down the bike. You need to take off the number plate. We're going to go ahead and take off the front fender, the seat, and the tank. Something else that's also handy is a cordless ratchet and a cup to keep all the loose screws in. All right, behind the number plate, there's a plug that would be for the headlight if it had a factory headlight on it. These are the plugs for the switch. I honestly have no idea what this is, and I honestly don't know what's going on over here. I'm going to take the opportunity to fix some wiring that the previous owner kind of monkeyed up, and this is for my Trail Tech speedometer. So I'm going to take a few minutes here and get this all cleaned up. All right, so what I did here is I replaced a plug that was already here that had been repaired by the previous owner, and then I wired in this plug for the switch. And so my little 12-volt switch I bought is going to end up having the female end of this plug, and then this will plug into the rectifier. Then the other side of the rectifier will plug into the headlight. So what we got, this is for the starter. So what will end up happening is the we'll have the switch, and the switch will allow this to have power to go into the rectifier, because power comes through this yellow wire and then back out through this white wire, and then the brown wire is the connectivity. And so the switch will allow the circuit to continue into the rectifier and then out of the rectifier into the headlight. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and install the fender so I have something to rest the headlight on as I'm working. One thing you need to do is figure out where you're going to put your rectifier. And so I'm undecided if I want to put it there or if I want to put it there, but I'm going to put a little hole in this mounting bracket and mount the rectifier up somewhere. So yeah, hopefully that install will look real clean. These are super handy, and having a good pair of stripper crimps and wire cutters is also extremely handy in this process. So yeah, also when you put on a front fender, don't forget to put in drain holes. That way when water splashes up in there or you wash the bike, water that gets caught in that little pocket has someplace to go. Pro tip. All right, so here's what I did for the rectifier. I just drilled a little hole in that mounting bracket and got a bolt. I put some Loctite on it, so hopefully it won't move, but it should fit back there nice and snug. I'm going to end up putting my push button switch over here. I've been kind of going back and forth, you know, kind of test fitting, making sure everything's gonna fit right. You know, I ended up having to move my bracket here so I can reroute the brake line to make sure all that kind of, just make sure it all lines up. And so there's been a lot of kind of test fitting and stuff like that in between takes, but yeah, it's going pretty smooth. That turned out pretty nice, I think. In the interest of being really thorough, this was the factory connector. You just use like a little needle or a staple or something, and you can unclip those and pull them out. I'm going to put a new plug on this just because, you know, I'm going through all the effort to do all this. I want to make sure that it's all nice and clean and new. All right, so I got the factory plug replaced with new terminals. One thing I like to do with stuff like this is I'm going to squirt a little bit of clear silicone into the back sides of all these plugs to protect the back sides of the wires. And then we'll use a little bit of dielectric grease on the inside of the plugs. One thing worth checking, your rectifier and your plug, your 12-volt output on your rectifier. The black and the red are the 12-volt output. The yellow and the white is the AC input. The AC input is not polarity sensitive, but obviously the 12-volt is. You need to look at the plug on your VSL headlight and the plug on your rectifier. If you notice, the terminals of the rectifier, they're both on one side, and the terminals in the VSL headlight are catty corners. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up pulling the terminals out of the rectifier plug and making sure they match location-wise on the headlight plug. All right, so install's finished. I just need to button everything back up and test it, and we'll do the final take here in just a little bit. But I think the install went pretty clean. You can see the rectifier tucked away in right there, pretty secure, out of the way. Looks like it should stay pretty safe. I don't know that I would crash hard enough to mess that up, who knows. Little switch over here on the side, conveniently located. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way this is turning out so far, and we'll button it back up and test it. So all buttoned up. I had some graphics made for it. I think it looks pretty slick. I fired it up and turned it on just to make sure it works, and it works. So we're gonna pull it out of the garage and test it. Hopefully we don't make the neighbors mad. All right, kind of pointed at, oh, holy crap. That thing is bright, dude. Whoa. Goodness gracious, this thing's bright. So yeah, install was definitely a success. 10 out of 10, recommend this light. All right, well, cool. Thanks for tagging along. The install went way smoother than I thought it was going to. Of course, I got some new graphics to go on the fender and the headlight. Headlight looks great on here. It's stupid bright. I highly recommend the Acerbis VSL headlight. I picked it up from Slavens Racing, slavensracing.com. Not a sponsor. I just like those guys. Super cool dudes. Great products. They have everything in stock. The rectifier, you've got to call Baja Designs and get the one with KTM plugs. The rest of the stuff I think I bought on Amazon. I'll put links to everything in the description. Well, thanks for watching. If you don't mind, click that like and subscribe button. Keep an eye out for more content. I've got a couple of product reviews that I'm thinking about doing coming up soon. So yeah, thanks for watching this one. We'll catch you on the next one.